Okay, cool. We're live. Awesome. And I'm going to... Well, I'm not going to show that. Okay, give me a minute. I'll share my screen so we can look at questions.
Okay.
Okay. Michaela, if you're watching this, we're sorry we missed you. We didn't do this to spite you, we promised. We are trying to contact you. I think it's funny that she has all of our numbers and she's the one we can't contact.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me know when you're finished with answer question 1 and 2, and we can just...
I'm good. Yeah, we can go now.
Okay. So we need to find the margin of error for a 90% confidence interval when the standard deviation is 50 and the sample size was 25.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 50 divided by the square root of 25, that's 10. And it's 10 times... Do you remember?
Hang on, let me pull out the formula.
I think it's 10.
Okay, here we go. So it should be X bar, either plus or minus the C score, and then alpha divided by the square root of n.
Yeah.
And
that's what we're looking for. For the margin of error, it's just everything minus the X bar.
Right. So
for 95, that Z score is going to be the 1.645.
1%. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I got 16.450.
Yep.
Is that what you got?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So that's
All
the
right.
margin of error.
Yep.
Sounds good to me. Okay. All right, question 4. Which of the following statements is true? Sigma squared, or not, the standard deviation squared is an interval estimator of X bar. X bar is a point estimator of mu. Mu is a point estimator of X bar, or sigma is an interval estimator of sigma squared.
I think this X bar is a point estimator of mu.
I think you're correct. Because that is that one sample point out of the true population mean, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. All right, moving on. Question 5. Gina wants to construct 95% construct interval of GMAT scores. She knows the standard deviation of 113. She collects a simple random sample of 64 and computes a mean of 526. What is the point estimate for the true GMAT score? Cool. So that's going to be 526. That's our point estimate. What is the margin of error at a 95%? Times, man, this stuff, if we have to memorize all of this is going to be interesting.
It's gonna be a problem. Yeah. Let me pull my calculator too.
You're good. Okay.
I got 27,685. What'd you get?
That's what I got too.
Okay.
Awesome. So number 7 is, what is the lower limit of this confidence interval? And this is where we just subtract the margin of error.
Everything else the same, just the number.
Yeah. And I got 498.315.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And then the upper limit. Okay. Number 9, what would happen to the width of the confidence intervals if Gina increased the sample size?
Oh. Okay.
Hang on, I got that right here. All right, so there was 2 rules, I think. As the level of confidence increases, the width of the confidence interval increases. The other one is, as sample size increases, the width of the confidence interval decreases.
There we go. That's what we needed. Because if Gina increased the sample size, then the confidence interval will decrease.
Decrease, yep.
Okay, cool. What would happen to the width of the confidence interval if Gina changed to a 99% confidence interval? And it would increase, right?
That's what increase, yep.
That's what you just read. Perfect. Okay. So, question 11. Brightbulb Light Bulb Company, golly, that's a terrible name, is planning to study to assess the average life expectancy of their light bulbs. They know the standard deviation of 400 hours. They want a 95% confidence interval with a margin of error of 50 hours. What sample size do they need? Okay. So here we do margin of error. We do the z-score times margin of error, right? 400.
Yep.
And then we divide that by the margin of error, which is 50.
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't we just square that whole thing?
Yes.
Okay. And I end up with 245. So they said to round up, right? Round up to the nearest whole number.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. 246 is what I get then.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I got.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So the mean salary of actuaries is, there's the actual population average of 100,000 and the standard deviation is 36,730. You're interested to know if the mean salary for women actuaries is different from the population of men. Okay. You set up the hypothesis test with a significance of 0.5. And there's our hypotheses, our null hypothesis, and our alternative hypothesis. You collect a simple random sample of 36 women and find that their salaries are $111. Okay, what is the lower limit of this confidence interval? Okay, so $36,730 divided by square root. They said 36 was the sample size.
Yep, that's what I got.
Cool. Okay. Times. We're doing 95%.
Yeah, which that would be.
God. Those are some really big numbers.
That is gonna, yeah. Ooh.
So I got for the margin of error 11,998 point a bunch of stuff. And then rounding to the nearest whole number for the lower limit of the confidence interval, I got $99,001.
Yeah. Yeah,
That sound right?
Yeah, that sounds pretty. Wow. Okay. What is the upper limit for 95% confidence interval? Okay.
For the same confidence. Okay, good. It's like, don't switch that.
Oh, but yeah, now it's asking for the upper limit.
Right.
Before it was for the lower limit. Okay.
122. I'm gonna do.
Wait. When it's asking for the nearest whole number,
Yeah.
that we just.
Yeah, we've got a round.
What?
So question 12
What'd
actually
you get?
should be 99,002. And for 13, I got 122,998. 122,998.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
that first one I forgot to round.
Number 14. There are 3 requirements that need to be checked when computing a confidence interval for a mean. They are: simple random sample was drawn from the population. All of the above, I think it is.
Yeah. It's kind of a silly question to ask.
Yep. Right.
There's only 3 answers, and there are 3. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and submit your quiz this time, and let's see.
Yeah, let me go ahead. Let me check, make sure that I got all of them filled out. Not like last time that I was missing one.
Yeah, go for it. Take your time. Take your time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What'd you get for number 8? I think I skipped that one.
You're good. Let me get up there. So number 8 was the upper limit of the confidence interval. I got 553.685. So what you got?
Okay. Yeah. All right. So then let me go ahead and submit that during.
Okay. And if we miss
I would give. Oh, hang on one second. I got one missed. I don't know which one. I'm gonna have to go back. I got number 5 wrong, and I have my answer of 5.26. I don't know what you have.
Oh, I just have 526.
I think that's where I got it wrong. Yep, that's the only one that I got wrong. So it should be good if you put it on.
Yeah, let me submit mine just to make sure that it is 526 since you're on your last one. But yeah, the point estimator is just whatever. Yeah. So if you just do 526, then we're good.
All right.
Cool. Okie dokie.
So we are not. All right. That was quick then.
Yeah, that was a nice quick one. I'll email Michaela. Tell her we're sorry we missed her.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully she can be here on Thursday.
Yeah, are we doing Thursday at 5 again? Is that what we're shooting for? Okay, yeah. I'll talk to her. I'll see what happened and I'll work it out.
Perfect.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
All right, thanks. Have a good night. You too.